said the reason women fall in love with serial killers is because they actually put a plan in place, they execute a plan, and they clean up afterwards.
Yeah, that's actually very true. Welcome to this week's episode of Everyday Shit with myself and Georgie.
That's it.
And this is the podcast where we discuss everyday events and happenings, try to see the funny side of it, try to make you laugh if we can, and entertain ourselves and you. Georgie, how are you?
I'm good. I'm very good. Very, very, very good. I'm trying to think if there's anything in particular I'm good about, but otherwise I'm good. I'm healthy. I'm not hungover.
Which is good.
Which is great.
Okay, and you're not hungover and you've just had a fairly short one, or you haven't had a drink, or you didn't have a drink yet?
I had like a couple of drinks during the day, but no, other than that, the nights, like, didn't have anything. Went to bed by like 3:30 last night.
Okay.
It was Saturday.
Okay. So you've had a couple of early Saturdays, huh?
I had.
Yes.
Been so proud of them.
Well, at least you're feeling fresh and you be good.
Yeah.
So another thing is we've got to catch up. You went for your first bike ride last week. After the podcast?
Yes, I did. And it was super cool. And actually, turns out I can ride a bike pretty damn well.
Okay.
So yeah, we went on like a bit of a trail where there was like, I want to say little like bridges and little dumps and this and that. I did not do any of the dumps.
But you had the bridge.
Yeah, there was only one bridge, which had a lot of water on the side. And I was like, I'm a little bit scared of this one. So I made my man bring it across.
Okay, you didn't ride the bike.
No, so that one I don't do. But otherwise we did like a good, maybe between 6 and 9 kilometers.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really lekker. We were, it was nice and bumpy. There were some rocks, there was some grass, there was a bit of everything. So
okay, so now the other bit is
even he was pleasantly surprised by how much I can do. He was like, "Oh, you can actually do this," and I was like, "Oh God, why did I show you the skill?"
So now another question: how's the bum and everything feeling the next day?
Yeah, that was a bit rough.
Yeah.
But naturally, I think the difference between the street riding and trail riding was that trail riding, there's a lot of the bumps and everything like that. So you're using a lot of your quads rather, you're standing and using a lot of your quads rather than constantly on the seat.
Okay.
So my ass was a lot more sore when I was in Ireland and doing all the road riding rather than at the trails.
Okay, or also it's maybe got an adaptation from Ireland.
Yeah.
But, so the other question is,
there.
how did the bike perform?
Lovely. I love my bicycle. Yeah. It was really great. I don't really know how to tell the difference.
Okay.
But Adriana was fitting with afterwards and he was like, "No, it handled nicely. Brakes are good. So,
Okay.
yeah. I did buy a good brand. I did make sure to buy like a good trusted brand and whatever. So,
But
yeah.
The sponsor always gives it.
Yes. So, very successful. Wanted to take it out this week. A, I couldn't because I was working too much. B, I realized that he's the one with the bucky. So we normally put it at the back of his Hilux, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I can't do that with my car."
Well, unless you start cycling from your house to Tava or something, be a good warm up for you.
Stop that! Don't even put that out in his head.
And we're like, I'll meet you there.
Yeah, because then he will. He'll be like, "It's not that bad, just go." But you know what? It's the cars. I don't trust cars.
Yeah, no.
You never know. So
Well, that's going to be funny. I was coming to play pedal at replay on Thursday, and it fucking killed the cyclist. On what?
There you go. So just don't do that.
Yeah, no.
Not for me.
Anyway,
So
this,
how you doing?
good. I don't know why I feel extremely tired for some reason, and I've slept quite a decent amount. Yeah, maybe it is, but maybe it's just been a bit of a long week. But it's been a busy week.
I was gonna say, was your week busy?
Yeah.
Logical? I don't know.
Yeah, no. So obviously, got so much going on. Obviously, the houses, the shop's doing really well. This has been a really good month.
And how's real estate right now?
Real estate's decent. It's not bad. So from that perspective, it's also been fairly busy. So it's getting better by the looks of it. Things are picking up. And then also started selling telecommunications and like all sorts of other stuff on the sideline as well. So like another finger in another pie.
Okay.
Yeah, the words on it.
So what kind of stuff?
So basically anything with a serial number. So from, if you need, we come into your offices, we do like the Wi-Fi packages, we do switchboards, PABX systems, phones, cameras, CCTVs, security.
And I imagine that the market's quite up for that again because a lot of people have gone back to offices.
Yeah.
Whatever from COVID.
And also you need the, like that, like for instance, the Wi-Fi connection at work and
CCTV.
No,
That's so necessary.
100%. So yeah, so started doing that as well. So that's sort of like in my first weeks in my.
Are you doing it alone? Do you have a partner?
No, so me and Nicola are doing it together.
Okay.
So we're doing it like a. So,
oh, a joint one.
yeah, so she's more, because obviously I come from a technical background and she comes from a sales background.
Oh, good.
So yeah, so we both have a set of like a little bit of a side hustle. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And hopefully, if all goes well, it can become more like a mainstream.
Should I find myself a side hustle?
Well,
Everyone's got one.
yes, you know what, in this day and age, you know, like the reason I started doing like all these side hustles and things was due to COVID. So obviously when COVID hit and we didn't get our salaries.
You had like at least a little bit coming to different baskets.
Oh, that's it. And I suddenly realized like, no, I'm not working. The company I was working for was only paying us 30% of our salary. And you suddenly realize, yes, you can't rely on one stream of income because...
it's amazing how there's still an aftermath of COVID.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy.
And yeah, so that's where I decided to start getting involved in more things so that if one thing goes down, then at least there's something else coming in. I can also, I guess it's the easiest way to make more money.
Yeah, true.
Because I guess in a lot of things, your salary eventually gets kept to a degree.
100%. Yeah, you do plateau.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got into a little bit of a plateau now as well. Speaking of side hustle, I very long time ago, pre-COVID, decided with my friend who lives in Ireland.
Okay.
I decided with her that we were going to do so. We've been doing like step aerobics for like the longest time in our lives.
Okay.
Like probably like 15 years. And basically we decided we love it so much, like why don't we just go get like qualified in it?
Okay.
So we actually like got a hold of like whatever, the academy, like Trifocus or whatever, and like did the whole shebang.
Okay.
Except the one thing I never did was actually pay to get the certification. So I actually reached out to them like the other day, just because I got an email, you know, one of those marketing emails.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, Trifocus, I need to actually message these people and get my certificates out of them, whatever. And then I messaged them and they were like, yo, it's cool. You can still like pay for it, whatever. It's like $1,000. You know, we can help you out, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, cool. And then I was like, if I'm going to have it, should I like maybe go to Planet Fitness and Virgin Active and actually just start like teaching the classes like afterwards? I wouldn't have to train in the mornings anymore because then basically I would be training there. And then, yeah, I would get to teach the classes, which we thoroughly enjoyed.
Okay.
So, I mean, I guess that would be my side hustle.
Yeah, and also you said you're killing two birds in one stone. You're getting your exercise in, your aerobic exercise, while as making money.
I have no idea how much it pays. I imagine it's not like, you know, most, but there's trainers.
Well,
maybe
just sit outside the gym for a couple of hours and watch the people that teach classes come in. If they're in Maserati.
Yeah. See what class they put in.
Then you know, okay, well, because a mate of mine recently also did his qualification to do paddle coaching.
Oh, okay.
So, and I feel it about $6,000 for the course. And no, it's not hectic. And he did his first like lesson last week or so. And well, I guess depending on his level eventually.
You could be a paddle coach.
I could be more like a motivational speaker. I don't know about teaching people how to play the paddle.
You know, like there's like a psychologist and a life coach. You can be the life coach version of a paddle coach.
Exactly. I can boost your confidence, but I don't know so much about.
What did you bring pom-poms? Yeah.
You know me. I'm always like, no, great shot. You know, like yes, you play so well off the glass, and then people are like, yes.
Yeah, you are. You're so encouraging like that.
But as I said, for the skill, There's not much I
Not so
can
bad.
show you, yeah, because I can't even show you how to smash it on myself once, mate. So
I feel like we need to organize another paddle game. We haven't played paddle games together in a while.
we haven't actually. So what would be good, come to think of it, you was your man now learning to play a bit of paddle.
Yes.
So maybe we should do like you and your man with Nicola, myself, because Nicola's been injured for
Yes.
quite a
Yes,
while.
she hasn't been able to play.
So
So like an injured Nicola can maybe play against Adriana.
yeah, and not that.
So she goes nice and slow.
No, the thing is as well, like I always do, you play to your opponents if you know what I'm saying, but you're not going to go hard on people that are playing you.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like it's more about the run around, and especially for her.
Or if she's too damn good, I'm going to steal her from you and you can play with Adriana.
Well, you know what? We might actually end up doing that anyways. Because a little bit of the boys versus the girls, but
Yes, we
the
do.
sexes.
We have to organize this and then give an update here.
I think so, because as I said, Nicola's got a little bit of PTSD about that one. That's where the final fall happened.
Oh, okay.
So she'd obviously injured herself with the running and stuff, but then obviously we played in that tournament at CDM and she slipped and hurt, and that's where the pelvis fracture came out.
Fucking the pelvis.
Yeah, so she had 4 pelvis fractures. So anyway, the long and the short, so she's already a little bit hesitant to get back on the course. So that's why I'm looking for a little bit of a chill game for her to like start off with, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like not something that's going to be too competitive, where you're going to...
In other words, you're saying we're not that good, so it's fine.
No, but I'm saying
No, I'm
with
joking.
your
That would
man
be
starting to learn the game, and you know, it's going to be a very friendly match.
100%.
And there's not going to be people putting drop shots and...
No,
because
you
that's-
won't be smashing at you.
Yeah, and like for instance, like with her, she's not. I don't really at the start want her going too crazy on like trying to catch the drop shots at the front.
100%.
No, so something that's a bit chilled
And that's something I at least know how to control as well, because I can drop shot, but I also know how to be like, okay, in this game we're not doing that,
Yeah.
so I can go long shots rather.
yeah. No,
So at least we do have that control.
I think that will be lekker because then, as I said, it's a bit of a friendly, and also get your man into it a little bit.
I like this idea. I think this is a good idea.
So you let me know what your first week in October looks like,
Okay.
because that's when she sort of like
Can actually
yeah.
start getting
So
back.
as I said, we want to do a game where she can just see how the leg feels.
It's easy
Or
to
pelvis feel.
Yeah.
I say.
That's a great idea. Yeah. Pelvis wise, I mean, I injured my pelvis probably about 15 years ago doing CrossFit.
Okay.
It has never been the same. Never ever. I've never been able to recover from it properly. I still go to like chiropractor and get it injected,
Yeah.
acupuncture and fucking the works. It's just never been.
And now, how exactly did it happen? That
I was doing like a
clearly.
snatch,
Oh,
if you will,
Okay.
and then like into a squat.
Yeah.
And as I did it, it's like my one foot sort of went inwards, my knee went inwards, whenever I dropped the weight. But from there, just like it shifted something that it was just never happy again. So then I went to the physio and the chiropractor and the biokineticist.
Okay.
And he was basically saying that it like developed something called like snapping hip syndrome or whatever.
Okay.
So basically like it constantly rubs up and clicks
Okay.
because of that like shift that I caused. So yeah, it's never been the same. I still go to him to like realign it and stuff. And if I get it injected, it's like for good 4 months will feel good. But I have to, I inject it at least twice a year
Okay.
to get myself through the,
There's only injection.
yeah, it's like one of those concoctions, that they make. So it's fine. At least one, I can play pedal, I can still do. Now if I squat, even on my very heavy squats, like if I'm trying to pick up like a 50 or something like that, then I'm like, oof, I can feel it's a bit fragile.
Okay.
So I just push through, but it's one of those things. I feel like it's like knee injuries. You just, that's it. You've got it for life. Yeah.
And you still doing the CrossFit?
I don't do CrossFit. No.
Okay.
I just train normally,
Okay.
but I incorporate some of my like CrossFit with my training.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just train normally at Virgin Active.
Yeah.
So yeah, a little bit of a mixture. Sometimes I'll do high rock, sometimes I do aerobics, sometimes just normal weight training.
Okay.
Just the aim is to get myself in the gym.
Now, you mentioned high rock, but now, have you ever gone rock climbing?
I have not.
Yes.
I would like to try this.
I think this is something you should go there. I went to the one in Rambo, but I think it's something you should go try, because firstly, it's quite a lot of fun. There's quite a bit of adrenaline because you'd be amazed how high it actually is.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then it is a body workout of no.
I have noticed
remember,
people who are doing it when you like see them climbing, their back is like the muscles are coming out.
and it's just you use everything, but you got to remember you're clinging on for dear life. So
It's the arms, the lats, the traps, the back, the legs.
I went up maybe 7 times,
Yeah, that's good.
and by the 7th time, if I tell you, like my legs were like at certain points were like shaking, like I just couldn't.
Adriana is actually literally away this weekend. His friend is getting engaged.
Okay.
Right? And he was rock climbing, sending me some pictures now as well. And that's what I was saying, because I could see like the one time that he was doing it, like it was all back, like all his muscles were out. He was like, oh.
It's empty. It was a little something good time. Because as I said, it's like and if you enjoy it, then obviously I just stopped doing it because my biggest issue is when you get to the top.
Oh, heights. You're afraid of heights.
Yeah, then I have to let go. And I try no, luckily, so what you do is you just push off and usually you fall, but then it obviously like clinches and then you slowly lower.
I'm afraid of heights. That doesn't sound like a nice experience.
So like that was the thing for me. Like I was just like, every time you get into the top, now you got to let go. You free fall for like literally a second.
That's a second too much.
And then the harness obviously catches up and I tried everything. It's something like John Old. And just I was like, you just have to. And the stupid thing is, every time you do it, you know the rope's gonna catch you, but it's still there. God, I gotta
yeah, but
go.
that's like the same thing with like bungee jumping and stuff. It's like you know the rope is gonna catch you. It doesn't make it any less fucking scary.
Yeah.
In terms of outdoor stuff, I love all the outdoor stuff. So okay, this plan was made with Adriana and his mates before him and I were even a thing. So I said to him, like, go enjoy your weekend or whatever. He did initially last minute say, like, but license covers me, but I'm like, I don't care. And I'm not a rough it out camp person.
Yes.
Like, this was like them roughing it out camping. Obviously, to get to all of these mountains and these views and whatever, you have to rough it out camp a bit. And I was like, oh, God, that off.
Yeah.
But then he did phone me this morning and I was like, I found chalets here. He was like, we can come back and do the rock climb and you can sleep in a bed. So my thing is like, I'm willing to do anything, like whether it's fishing, rock climbing, hiking, I love it all. But don't make me camp at the end of the day. I want to go to a chalet or a hotel or somewhere where I can have a bed and my bathroom, brush my teeth in front of a mirror, like.
Glam.
Yeah, glamping, fine. Let's do a bit of a glam. Where there's a proper bed, maybe a fan.
Yeah.
But camping situation. And they were like in like, it was like teepees. I was like, no.
You see, the only thing there is, I don't know if I'd like to do rock climbing there. Then like, there I just feel like it's like real life. If you know what I'm saying. Like you fall, you die.
It wasn't a real life in Randburg.
No. It's a controlled environment and, there's ropes all the way. And if you fall...
the ropes.
Yeah, but... And they have to put the ropes in themselves. They're already, you see, now I got to start trusting the guy putting the ropes in. You see what I'm saying? Although, I guess I have to trust the person put the ropes in.
It's worse. The person putting the pegs in is you. You have to trust you.
Yeah.
I don't trust me.
Exactly. Well, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, that's a bit too real life for me. I like the fact that in Randburg, it's, because obviously how it works is, there's like all these routes and every route color.
Wait, so it's not an actual mountain?
Nah.
It's like, it's one of those like man-made.
Yes.
Oh, like the obstacle.
Yes.
Okay.
And then,
I've never done one of those either.
And then there's different routes and the routes are different colors and the colors are the difficulty of. Because obviously there's
Oh, that's in Rand Park.
You know where the old Action Cricket Arena used to be in Rand?
Yes.
It's in there. It's in the Action Cricket Arena. Trust me, there's roofers.
Right.
Yeah. I got there and I was like, shit. I was like, that is a lot higher than what I was expecting. I was expecting like, probably higher than this.
Then were you like looking as you go? Was it like one of those things where you're so in the zone, you get up and then you're up and you go, oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's just more that you get up and then you're like, oh, fuck. So,
and then they're like, let go.
And yeah, that's the thing. Nobody's with you. Nobody's with you. You do it yourself. So there's queues to get up these things. So what you basically do is once a route is available, you hook in and you start climbing. And as I said, and then the reason you don't really look down is because firstly, you're holding on, everything is working. And then it's like, yes, where's the next place? And you're like, okay, grab
You're
me.
obviously in concentration.
Yeah, it's like, where am I going to put my foot? And then you like try something, you're like, oh, I can't fucking make that. And you got to go back. And so,
no one's looking down at
you're quiet. And not just, you literally like, feels like you're hanging on for your life. You just like, fucking, I can't look down right now. I just got to hold on and try and get up this mountain.
That's the only thing about being with someone that's like an adrenaline junkie. You are constantly in a state of panic for their life.
Okay.
Like, I'm not an adrenaline junkie. I always say to everyone, I'm an indoor cat. Like, I like to do things in calm, chilled environments, controlled environments. I don't need to be out on hanging off cliffs, riding bikes, And now I'm with someone who is like such an adrenaline junkie, wants to do everything, likes to live life on the edge, basically. In constant fear for his life, basically. And I'm just like, whew, this is a lot.
Well, there's that saying, fear kills dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm still not going to be bad. So it can kill that dream.
I'm going to start that.
Oh, yeah, you have it. Not something I'll do either.
Yeah, that was really scary.
I'm not a fan.
I landed up doing it because my sister was going to do it. And then I was being cocky with her. And I was like, oh man, don't know if we should just do it. She was like, really, come do it. And I was like, no, I don't want to pay $3,000 to go jump out on the plane. She was like, I'll pay. I was like, oh, now I got to put my, my big girl pants on and be like, hey, let's do it. And then when we got there, they strap you up with this suits, obviously. But you do a whole reef on the ground first. They put you on there's this plank or whatever. It's raised. And you lay on it and they sort of whatever.
Okay.
And my sister was doing her license. So we're like, okay, cool, let's do it. They strap me up, blah, blah, blah. And then eventually I'm like, yeah, I'm nervous now. So I'm like, no, I gotta pee. So they're like, okay, take it off. Then we go pee. Then eventually half an hour later, I'm like, no, I'm nervous. I need to go pee again. Take it off. Oh, but the third time I said to guys, and I'm so nervous, and he's like, piss yourself. I'm not taking that off again. Like, okay. And then eventually we did the jump, whatever. It turns out it was just nerves.
Yeah.
It was kind of scary, obviously.
I can imagine, yeah.
But me being so afraid of airplanes that on the way up was scarier for me. I was like, let me just jump out of this thing. I hate airplanes so much.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, I still even felt safer jumping out with a parachute than being on an airplane. That's how scared I am of them.
That's crazy, especially when it kills, but
I know. What are the chances, right, that I have to travel a lot and I hate traveling?
that's usually the case. You always get what you don't want.
Oh, I really hate $5 million.
Yeah, me too. I'd hate to have that sort of money. It's shit out of me.
Backtrack to the paddle thing.
Yes.
Yesterday we had CDM. I wasn't playing whatever, just watching Sean and Lisa play, whatever. And their opponents, Megan and her brother.
Oh, excellent.
They're busy playing, and she lands up fainting. Megan, she ended up complaining that her leg was a bit sore, whatever. And and then all of a sudden she just drops to the ground, and I was just like, everything was so real all of a sudden. I was like, geez, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You can just
drop dead.
Yeah, I guess, but she's fine. She is perfectly fine or whatever. But at one point they were calling the ambulance because she was just gone, gone.
Out of it.
Just complaining about leg pain. And she dropped to her knees, and then all of a sudden she just closed her arms. It was gone. Yeah, geez, it was scary. I was, oh my God. Then obviously everyone's around her and everyone's trying to help her. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on? Then eventually 5 minutes later they got her awake or whatever, which that's a long time. 5 minutes is a really long time when someone's laying on the ground and you don't know what the hell is happening. Anyway, so she is perfectly fine. She did eat that day and so can't be from that. So not sure what's happening there.
Quite worrying, actually.
So
never a good thing is just fine.
Yeah, so just going back to injuries and health and all of that, you never know. Something can be sticking with you for life that you're not aware of. Pinched nerves, this, that. You don't realize they can cause more damage. So, yeah, that was hella scary.
Yeah, well, I had that pinched nerve. I still have it. But he's gone to or
Where is your piece?
yeah.
In the lower back.
No, well, more than butt cheek.
I'm also like between the glutes and like the bottom of the spine. I had like immense pain there lately. To the point of like where my leg will also start feeling like it's going a bit numb.
Yeah, mine has got like this weird shooting sensation. And
So where do you go to actually treat that?
I've got a old like mate that does Ford's massage. Don't just go to him,
Okay.
and he's really sorted it.
Okay, so you don't need like medication or anything.
No, but the other sports massages, they massage the crap out of it, right?
Yeah, I used hello biokineticist, and I promise you, I'm not even joking. I used to walk out in tears,
Yeah,
literal tears.
I promise you, there was a few times I was close.
Yeah.
Um,
And every time someone has to go to the chiropractor or one of those guys, I'm like, you know what, just go alone. You need your dignity. Like, you lose your dignity if you go there with someone because you're like trying to act all tough. You're like, I'm actually about to fucking.
never been to the chiropractor, so I don't really know what it's like. Then just
I don't
imagine,
it's sore.
it's just that like,
It's like
yeah,
freaky.
yeah,
See?
like
Yes, literally, that's what it sounds like. But also in the beginning, they do like the first 10 minutes of whatever being a chiropractor isn't clicking. It's like they do put like oil on your back and they find like the spots
so they
and they fucking go to town on
they
it.
false lull you into
Yes.
oh, you're getting a massage.
Yes,
Then as soon as you drop your guard,
literally, it starts like that. Like it starts with like oil like this and a little bit here, and a little bit here, and they're like feeling obviously like whatever they know where the points are. So you're like, oh, it's not that bad. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, a bit harder. They go for it, and you're like, Jesus.
that's exactly like he was hitting some spot and he was like pushing off. Thought like he was trying to
And you
take-
think they're going to do it like 3 times, then they're like, you're there at like 10, 11, 12, and you're like, fuck, tap out.
Yeah, like that's exactly because like obviously me being a male, I'm like trying to be tough.
Mm.
God, that doesn't it? Doesn't it?
I'm strong.
And then eventually I'm like, just could you fucking finish up now because my threshold is done. I'm like, now I'm ready to tap and I don't want to tap. So
It's rough. I do like the little like acupuncture needle things.
yeah.
Those are so like that. Then they turn them and they release like the lactic acid. Oh,
I've never heard of it.
it's like a little bit painful in the when they turn it, obviously. So as they put the needle in, you feel nothing. It's so thin. But then they leave it in for like a certain amount of time, and then they come to it and they like almost turn it, or I don't know what they do, or like push it harder. And then it does feel like a little bit of a sting, but then all it does is like release lactic acid, and then you instantly feel like,
Release.
geez, like release of pressure. Yeah,
Okay.
it's really cool. It's really, really nice. So I do that on my pelvis as well.
So it's a little bit like tattooing.
Yeah.
Painful yet
And
satisfying.
speaking of tattooing, actually, so my boyfriend went for a tattoo 3 days ago,
Yeah.
and I went for one yesterday.
Ah,
This new tattoo with a friend of mine,
okay.
and we were having this debate about no, men handle it better, women handle it better. And before we were at the tattoo artist, I said to him, I was like, women handle tattoos better. I was like, don't argue with me, I know this.
Right.
And anyways, we get to the tattoo artist, blah, blah, blah. We talk about it, and he says to him, he's like, my chick says that men don't handle tattoos as well as women. And he's like, hands down. He's like, hands down, women handle tattoos way better. He's like, they literally just sit here, chill, they're fine, whatever. He's like, whereas the men are always like, like, he's like, men just can't handle the pain as well. So he was like, well, I mean, think about it. It's like, as a man, if you've experienced pain, it was most likely self-inflicted. Most likely. Something that you've done to experience pain. You've either fallen off your bike or whatever it is. Unless, okay, maybe you've had like a car accident. But like our bodies, women have been experiencing, our bodies just attack us from like the time we're 12. We experience pain like our whole lives. And it's not self-induced. We just have to go through everyday life in pain. So like he was just saying, like it seems like our receptors or whatever, like just so much better. And he has said, like in his whole tattooing life, women sit down for tattoos way better than me. And then it was ironic because I got this one and I was busy having a drink, chatting, and it was like the best time. And he was like, the whole time he was getting tattooed. And I was like, yeah, you see, we are way stronger than you.
Oh,
Not physically, like
no, but
pain threshold.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what did he end up here?
Oh, he got like this fucking massive thing. He's so tattooed up everywhere, but he got like a big ship something on his side.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like a big marine ship. Something. His grandfather was a marine. So it had something to do with that, yeah.
Okay.
So he did get a big tattoo, obviously,
And on the river.
and it was on the ribs.
But painful,
Yeah.
I believe,
How's your tattoo journey going? Or telling your mother that you want one?
do not see my mother's comments on our episode.
Yes, on that one, yeah.
She was like,
Yeah.
no, I will never let this episode. I'm not having one anytime soon. So anyway, if my mother asks.
It's never happening, Mom. Don't worry. I'll make sure.
So anyway, but yeah, no, so from that perspective, none on the pod. But yeah,
Mom, don't judge me.
don't worry.
My mom says that to me. She's got a heavy Russian accent. She goes, you look like you should be in jail.
Well, at least you do go to jail, you'll fit in. It's like a bit of a coping mechanism.
Listen, don't say that there is no wine in jail.
Well,
Jail.
I believe you're whining a lot in jail, but I don't know if it'll be the kind of wine you
Sheesh, imagine.
But yeah, Nicholas quite had to as well.
Is
So, yeah. So,
Actually, I saw. Yeah.
so my mother's sort of like,
Adjusting.
yeah, my dad's met her the first time. He's like, wow, you got a lot of tattoos there. I was like,
No, it's that thing of like parents are like, well, they're not mine. I don't care.
yeah,
But you're there, so
Yeah.
I have an opinion about yours.
100%. And also, I think black faces with my dad. My dad just says the first thing he's but I
I
don't think he had
like
like a
that.
filter. He's just like, he wasn't rude about it. He just went, got a lot of tattoos, eh? And she's like, yeah, but I still got space for more. And then he, all right. But yeah. So, Georgie, you got some questions for us?
Sure.
I'm actually looking forward.
Let's tackle some of these again. We haven't done questions in a while.
Yeah. Well, you've had such, there's so many stories and things that have happened and catching up. But
True.
for every
We
time,
got into relationships.
that's it.
Yeah.
So every time we have the how's your week been, it
Let's just go.
turns into an episode.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's do some questions. First one.
Yes.
If money was not an issue, what unconventional hobby would you have?
Yo, if money was not an issue, what unconventional hobby would I have? Yeah, I don't really think I've ever thought of it, but like the first thing that comes
Like, what's something like maybe you wanted to do whatever, but it's expensive though.
like that. If although I do that anyway, but maybe
Quit your job and just play paddle.
yeah. If money wasn't, I probably would. I didn't. But
I'll
would
just
say
say it.
maybe let's say fly these remote control airplanes. I always think it looks really cool. I just sort of go like, oh,
Nice.
you've only got one chance. And 9 out of 10 people that haven't, when they first start off, they end up fucking the thing up. And it costs quite a bit of money. So you're like, yeah. So I guess maybe I'll do that.
Those I've heard can get so expensive. Those like modern planes and all that shit.
I can only imagine, because if you look at some of them, they are so lifelike. Secondly, the way they behave, if you
And they have like all those little mechanics. And
and I mean it's
and they crash.
and they've got to get up in the sky.
Yeah,
Which is another thing. So the aerodynamics and
the flaps and all of that.
So,
Okay, so
and yourself.
I mean, I too would also like to, but if I could quit my job, I would definitely play at least one paddle game a day.
Yes.
But no, not that.
And you just got to find a really rich husband, and then you can do that anyway.
Yeah.
Because I know a few ladies like that. That literally, that's all they do. They play, and I can only assume that they have a rich husband.
So, new boyfriend, can you give me?
Yeah, well, you never know. You never know.
That's not true. I would like to one day conquer my fear and maybe get into a chopper or something, like learn how to ride a fly a chopper. But I think no, if money wasn't an option, I'd probably maybe like race cars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing. That we like, we'll go for.
And that's so expensive.
Yeah, I'll like go if I'm honest.
Yeah. Oh, so fun. It wouldn't be like golf or any of those things.
Nah, that's frustrating.
Golf is a frustrating. I like it.
frustrating, yeah.
I really like the sport, but it is so frustrating. It's only yourself that you can play.
Yeah,
And there's no consistency with that sport. One day you can be amazing, the next day you are shit.
exactly. And
No
I'm
consistency.
not a fan.
If you could live in any time period, past or future, what would it be? I mean, I don't know what future
Would hold.
would hold, so I'm going to say what past time period.
Sure. I don't know why, but I'd probably like to live in the 50s. But
That's
because I just feel like it's sort of like the post-war, though we don't want to be going to war, Secondly, I think it's in a time period where men, or when I say men, not men, but mankind really started to like seriously evolve with a lot of things. Like the TV came out many years later, and cars.
A lot of big things happen.
Yeah, you know, we
That set the tone.
yeah, really started to expand and probably have something to tell me that car came out because they had them in the war. But yeah, I mean,
We don't know the actual facts.
yeah, we just guess. Yeah, but yeah, I would say the 50s. And yourself?
When was like the Great Gatsby time?
I think the 50s.
Is it? Because like I love the fashion sense. I would go back to that just for like the fashion sense.
Okay.
It's not like everyone dressed up and the pearls and the suits that everyone wore. I just love the fashion sense.
Let me quickly actually just see. Let's Google it. Now I'm quite curious to see. Great Gatsby. Gatsby.
What year? What?
Yeah.
Just do a quick Google.
Yeah. Time.
I think it was just such a nice time, fashion-wise. I don't know
89.
women's rights and stuff at that time.
No, you're not going to be too glad about that. The
I don't know where to use
1922.
1922. Oh, so the 1920s.
20s, yeah.
Yeah, we definitely had no rights then.
Yeah, no. You're actually trying to stay with the state. Because all women were witches. So, yeah. Yeah, like the white comedian says, like, I think, like, women have had a few tough periods, but it feels like the witch era, that was, like, your worst time.
That was really the worst.
That was bad.
Fuck were people thinking?
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay, so you want to be in the 1920s.
Yeah, Great Gatsby vibes. You know, it's 1920s and rich.
Yes.
Not 1920s and poor.
Oh, yeah, that
Actually, not any era and
poor.
and poor.
And I'm not a fan either.
Oh, so how's this? If you could disappear and start a new life, what would you make your backstory?
Yes, yeah.
That's an interesting one.
It is. And what would I make my backstory? You see, once again, I'd like to be like Jack on, like, in the Secret Service, but I can't tell you about it.
Yeah. I can't tell you anything.
Yeah.
It's confidential.
Okay, Francine. My name is Georgie. I changed that for your own safety. So,
You gotta be aware.
yeah. So maybe I'd say something like, yeah, then I was in the Navy SEALs or something crazy like
This
that.
also depends what era it is. Because if there's internet, you can't lie.
Well, I tell you what, if you look at all these swindlers and, I mean, people still lie like a champion.
They really do.
And there were that other, like, movies / maybe series on Netflix about that, like, Russian chick who became this, like, socialite in New York and all of that, and she, like, told everyone she was so super rich and she never was.
It was like a series or something.
Yeah, so
I definitely didn't watch it, but I remember people going on about it.
yes, I also didn't watch it. I just got the gist of it probably from the trailer.
Talk or something.
But yeah, so once again, just tell you, people lie all the time.
This is true. Sure, it's the catfishing that goes on. And I have to say, but I feel like it's especially Americans that buy into a lot of that crap.
I often just find that, okay, so for me, catfishing is genuine people that are very desperate for love.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, if you watch that catfish program on MTV, it's like, the red flags are fucking all over the show. And they'll still be like, no, but maybe that. And you're like, no, there's no maybe that.
It's that they just so desperately want to believe
And
that actually. So it's not.
have you ever spoken to this guy in the last 20 years, face to face or FaceTime? No, but he's always got a problem.
I think that's it for me. The amount of time
Yes.
they invest in speaking to this human or whoever it is. Human, like it's an alien. But like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, wow, so many years of your life gone to that. I could never.
But you see, that's the thing.
I think South Africans are just like, we're so untrusting. We're like,
Yeah, I don't know. That's my stuff on Gumtree.
we're like, yeah, I want to see.
Yeah, we're not FaceTiming in the first week. We're out of here.
Yeah. We watched that show once. We're like, fuck you fooling, yeah.
Exactly. So, but that's the scary thing. Like, people will, like,
God, I love South Africa.
you haven't spoken to this guy on a video chat ever. I don't know, for the last 5 years, every time I want to check,
His camera's broken.
yeah, or his internet connection's down. I'm like, surely at some point you start realizing something's funky.
God, his internet connection's down.
So also, that's another thing I saw, some meme where it says, in America, they are now going to give all the illegal aliens citizenship, but in order to gain citizenship, they will obviously provide them with a rifle, and the legal aliens must then kill 3 pedophiles. And they're going to call it, the program is going to be called Alien versus Predator.
Oh my God.
But also,
It's wild.
You obviously did see the old Charlie Kirk.
Yes.
That's
Oh my
also-
gosh. Oh, I can't believe we forgot to mention that actually.
Yeah.
How wild is that? I think for me, it's so crazy that we've gotten to a point in life where people cannot understand that if you are offended, it does not give you the right to do anything. And it does not mean that you are right. Like, I cannot understand this with people. I've recently had this with someone as well where we had a disagreement and it's not doing very well for our friendship, to be honest. And I'm just like, as an adult, I'm like, I can very fully understand that we can have a disagreement about something and not have the same views on something and still like each other.
Yeah.
Like
Agree
it's-
to disagree.
It's really okay if you're like, I can agree with you. I'm like, cool, I don't agree with you. Let's just move on with our lives. I
Yeah.
don't hate you now.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I think with this Charlie Kirk thing, it's wild to me that people are offended by some of the things that he says, and so they think they have the right to take him out. So or anyone for that matter. It's
You see, the thing that gets to me about that is, once again, it's just people with, that haven't been taught the correct coping skills and things. It's like, we don't know how to deal with conflict in a emotionally intelligent way, so we resort to violence.
Yeah.
So, because like, if you look at that guy, because there was a video where he was debating with Charlie Kirk about something.
yeah.
And once again, he just seems like a spoiled brat that just, he's not happy that he can't get his way. And then eventually goes and gets a gun. And then I don't know if you saw the backstory to it. Obviously, he's dating a transgender guy.
Oh, is that? Oh, I didn't. I
Yeah,
didn't know.
so he's dating his college roommate, who is
So you're saying the shooter?
the shooter.
Okay.
So the shooter is dating his college roommate, who is a guy transitioning into a girl. So now, obviously,
And obviously, Charlie Kirk is very pro.
yes,
We're only males or females.
females, yes. So now, obviously, he's now based his whole attack on the fact that Charlie Kirk is what's the right word, like sort of like targeting trans
Trans.
people. He's anti-trans and so on and so forth. So yeah,
So for me, I'm like, we can always go one or the other, right? So no one's shooting you for being trans. Why are you shooting people for not being pro-trans?
100%.
We don't just get to shoot people when we're unhappy with
Exactly. So
That's really people in America have issues.
yeah, so if you're a trans person and I'm somebody who doesn't agree with it, then does that give me full access to just start taking people out?
I don't see all these pride, whatever walks and this and that. I don't see people going around killing their leaders, whatever.
Or just
Like the
going
killing
into the
them.
crowd and taking them out, I think.
No, so why the fuck would you think you have the right to
But
decide?
as I said, yeah, I just think it's coping. People just, like, as I said, we've just grown, we've just pampered kids too much these days. Unfortunately, we've given them way too much. They've not learned how to cope with conflict.
It is the younger ones.
Yeah,
Was
this
it also the guy that tried to shoot Trump? He was also a youngster.
Yeah, so this guy's 22. So I'm gonna fuck these whole lifetime. And once again, I don't know.
Great maths.
Yeah, no, but it doesn't, because straight after he got out of there, then he started telling people what he did. And then his own father, and his own father's like, this guy's the fucking nut, and then put him away. So, not just get some brownie going to the fucking crowd.
And the president.
Yeah, I know. Well, like, I know the topic didn't do brownie points, but I think he was just like, you know what?
You got to do the right thing.
Yeah, because otherwise,
And he brutally killed someone in front of people. Like, that was
the video.
yeah, that was
Like, the blood was
it was really
it was fine.
shame.
And also, once again,
You know, and his wife and kids saw that.
and he was only 32.
I was quite surprised. I did think he was older, to be honest. I thought he was like pushing late 30s.
Wow.
Luckily for him.
You did not.
Luckily he's not alive.
You did not age well.
No, he wasn't aging well in my opinion. But yeah, look, I've been following him for like the last 2 years.
Okay.
quite like, I'm very recent to him. And not everything he says I agree with, obviously. Like, he's very pro woman can't abort.
Yes.
I do that's like one of his things. I can't really like follow I'm pro or onto anything, but like I am pro to just do what you want with your own body. And I'm not pro to a male telling me what to do with my body.
Yes.
But at the same time, do I also just have the maturity and the ability to just move past that?
Yeah.
On with life.
And not just, so what I do like about him, okay, I agree. I don't agree on all his views. I agree on quite a few of them. But I do like the fact that, firstly, he's always open for debate, and he bases debate on facts. You know, he doesn't get emotional, and
he always backs his shit up with facts. Actually.
Yeah, and to me, once again, like I'm a big fan of facts. So if you can tell me something and you can prove it as factual,
100%.
You blow my arguments out the water.
I think where this can be like a sensitive thing to say, but I think on the factual basis, that's where people don't like this transgender, situation, because it's a very biological fact. You cannot now just change chromosomes. It's not going to happen. So like we are already basing these things off fact, and that's where he always had that.
And on science.
And on science, yeah, and biology. It's like you can't change that. You can go and say that you're this whatever
you want to be,
whatever it is that you want to be, but you're not. You're a human, not a wolf or whatever, So I think that's the only thing that. Oh, look, there's a doggy.
Yeah, so cute.
Yeah, there's a puppy. So I think basing it on facts when it comes to all of those things, but Americans have huge issues with authority when it comes to that. The one thing I will say is I do understand the frustration with some of them is like, like we said, the abortion thing. They have changed laws or states in America because of those types of views. We don't experience that here.
That's another thing I do like about the states. Each state gets run almost like an independent country. So what most people in that state vote for, that's what goes. So if you want to stay in a state where abortions are legal, then you move to a state where abortions are legal. If you anti it, then you move to a state where it's not legal, and then it's not in your face stuff.
Yeah.
But also, once again, like a lot of these people say, if you spend less time worrying about other people's shit, your life will be better.
Oh,
we've got everyone trying to
preach.
We've got everyone trying to fucking fix everyone else's problems. Worry about yourself.
Don't be the America. Don't come and infiltrate my problems.
Just sort your shit out. And let me worry about me.
I've adapted this in the last, I'd say, let's say. And I really just extract myself out of other people's shit. And it's been so damn peaceful. So peaceful. And anyone who tries to get involved in mine, I'm like, I really wake up in the morning not caring about whether you're involved in this or not. Like, just chill out.
Well, the one thing, like I have learned within the last couple of years now is I'm stopping trying to fix people. It's just, unfortunately, it's a very male thing. You tell me your problems, I want to fix it.
Yeah, you want to logically have a solution to it.
But at the end, I'm just here to go, what? Yes. You don't say it. I told you that bitch crazy.
What a bitch.
Yeah, I told you she was crazy.
That's all we want, though, as women. That's all we want. Here's the doggy by us. Can we lift it? Show the camera.
Let's see.
Hi, baby. Oh, no, it doesn't want to be lifted. Come.
It's them yeah?
We interrupt this show to bring you a cute little puppy that has distracted both of us. Can we lift you? I don't think.
There you go.
No, it's too big.
Anyway, I wonder where he's out there.
He's around somewhere.
I'm just
watching him.
Yeah, well, that's my concern. And there is over there. My concern is more that he gets caught under the cars.
Oh, that's that way. I think I saw him tell him not to let the dog go past me.
Okay.
Anyways, doesn't matter what you're doing in life. When a puppy arrives,
you interrupt.
You stop what you're doing and you pet that puppy.
You stomp and roll. It is.
Oh, gorgeous. I wish I could show the camera, but it's just too large to pick up.
Yeah, I'd say he's a little bit evasive.
Yeah.
He's a little evasive. Hey, buddy.
Do you want to jump up now?
Yeah,
All right, let's move over to the next question.
Yes,
while
next
you try
question.
to pick up the dog.
Yes.
Oh, this is funny. This is fitting. If animals could talk, which one do you think would have the worst attitude?
Cats.
Cats, all the way. I was going to say that.
Yes.
Cats.
Cats
But
are real bitchy.
I love my cats, but I'm just like, what is with you? I give you everything in life. You have food. You have everything you need. Why are you such a bitch to me?
Yeah.
Like,
And they still ever go. Yeah, I got a mate who gets attacked by his cat all the time.
yeah, I slept at my sister's house the other day so that I could go to gym earlier. And in the middle of the night, a fucking cat ate my foot, attacked my foot. In the middle of the night, I woke up in this panic. Cats just, I don't know. They're just,
They are. I mean, like I've got a mate. The cat is cool, and then just one day, like he'll just suddenly
bitch
start
just turns on you.
yeah, I'm like, what the hell?
no.
And I go feed the thing every so often, and I'm like, no, now you're the own buddy. No. Come say that to the camera, man. So the camera can see you. Come say that.
Yeah, let's try.
Let's try this one time. We gotta shoot, buddy. Come on.
Yes, I got it. There's the puppy.
There's the puppy. He's funny. Hey.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
What's your name? Have you got a name? No. Okay. Anyway, shout out to the people.
Oh, that's
So
so
young.
man.
Oh, that is like, yeah, I'm young.
If you could commit one crime and get away with it, what would it be?
Rob a bank.
Nice. I was gonna say like tax fraud or something like that, you know, like
So I was
money laundering.
money laundering for the cartel.
If I cannot, I cannot, I will not, because I know if I ever did, God would make an example out of me. So no. Unfortunately, my mother taught me values.
Yeah, you see, I've got a big thing as well where my conscience gets to me. But yeah, if I could be robbing a bank.
I told you I like controlled environments. To me, it's so bad, but I really am that person. I'm like, rules were made for a reason.
Yeah.
And even when I was in school, varsity, anything I've done in my life, I always really conformed. I am a person that conforms.
100%. I just feel like rules are there to keep us all safe, something, you know. So the whole world is happier when rules are followed.
Yeah, imagine there were no rules. We'd just be killing each other.
Not just that. Like, for instance, small things. Like, if there wasn't rules, then you'd have a neighbor who could just blast his music all day, every day. And you as
Or
a
people
neighbor,
inside a restaurant smoking a joint, you know.
or smoking in general.
And
Then you go, I mean, geez, can you imagine the days way back when you could smoke on an aeroplane?
fuck.
Sitting next to a guy that's fucking puffy. And you know, you get these chain smokers. One finishes and then they start another.
You know, being in an airplane a lot this year, like just thinking about how like, oh, no, I would die. I could never. Ever. Imagine.
That's right. Especially the smoking. I'm glad I never flew during that period.
Me too.
One of
But
the-
basically, you and I vote for results. It's money.
Yeah. No. Money, I'm a fan.
I'm a fan.
Big fan.
Oh, if you were famous, what do you think you would need cancelled?
And probably being too opinionated on certain things.
No, I was going to say, I think with you and I don't think it would be actions.
Nah.
Like, I don't think it would be that you like caught me at strip clubs or schnaufing lines or things like that, 'cause that's not me.
Yeah.
But it would definitely be my mouth.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like I know, yeah, I need to learn to think quicker and speak slow, man.
Mm. Like, I'd probably, I would need one hell of a PR team to,
Yeah,
to be like, you can't say that at interviews.
why not? I just did.
It reminds me of, I don't know if you ever used to watch like Andrew Tate's
Yes,
stuff.
yeah, I've watched some of it. Not
Yeah.
a lot.
So, I mean, as a female, obviously it's a bit weird, but like, I really like Andrew Tate.
Okay.
Like, and I think, as someone who studied marketing, I think he's an artist.
Genius.
You know? So I used to watch his stuff all the time as well. And I remember like every episode of his that you're watching, every time he like started even talking about something remotely like below the belt, his brother would be like, disclaimer, and then he'll have to read out the disclaimer first for like legal reasons and whatever. And I think that would be you and I.
Yeah, but now what has happened to you? 'Cause I know you was in some sort of
He moved. He moved to the Czech Republic.
Okay.
He lives in the Czech Republic. He's like a billionaire there.
Okay.
Yeah, so he did have one podcast, I'll send it to you, that he did recently with can't remember what the guy's name was, but the guy flew there
Okay.
because he wasn't allowed in America.
Yeah, because I don't know why I want to say he was up for like sexual arrest.
He was up for sexual harassment charges, but they actually disclaimed that. It was like through one of the people on TikTok. It was like a whole thing. But anyway, so on this podcast, he talks about all of that and how like it was disproved and it wasn't true, and it was like through one of his courses or something that someone like accused him of it or something. Too much. I can't remember now, to be honest. But yeah, so like I like watching his stuff, and I just think he was very true in the things that he said. He just knew how to provoke people and make them mad first, so that he could build the clout, and then he could finally start getting his message across, things like that. But yes, I would imagine that if you had power and money like that and didn't give a fuck as much as he doesn't, yeah, we probably get into that.
Now that's the other thing. So now we're talking about TikTok and all of that. So the other night, I don't know, I think it was Friday evening, I'm on TikTok, then eventually like a live comes on. So anyways, then I started just checking what the live's about and whatever. Yes, it's in South Africa. We have got some fucking real clips.
Oh,
I know, it'd be funny.
what was it?
So, okay, so this is Chickie. She's quite famous on TikTok. Her name is Chanel or whatever. So she used to be like, I think, a drug and alcohol addict, and she's recovering and whatever. But also very opinionated. But anyway, whether you agree with the opinions or not, the biggest thing is, so then there was this guy, obviously a follower of hers, that didn't, I don't know how he joined the live, but she allowed his assume he must have allowed him to join the live.
Yeah, because you got to like accept them in.
And this guy was drunk as drunken. And he's just...
Wait, you're saying they're South African?
Yeah, South African.
Okay.
Fucking some serious flips. So anyway, though, this guy's drunk, and he first he can hardly talk. Secondly, he's just being abusive and rude and saying all sorts of like crazy shit. And then he wants to start a fight on the TikTok. Now he's gonna
actually kick him off the line.
Yeah, but I think the rating up. Yeah, because that's the thing. But like, there's all these, and for some reason, I think it's because they haven't got too much to do there in Middelburg. But there just seems to be a lot of these people. Like, I don't know, you must know Dr. Phillips.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do yourself a favor. That beautiful specimen of a human being.
Okay.
Go and search him up on TikTok. This like as well. Like, I don't know, and there was a chickie here from Almaty. I think your name was Adrian or something. It's like these people just love eating all their dirty laundry on TikTok. Like, so for instance,
because it gets them the clout.
But the followers, Jesus, I don't know how it doesn't get them in jail.
Yeah, true.
Because like, for instance, like this Dr. Phillips guy, so the few bits and bobs that I've seen on him. Okay, so his first thing is always he rates himself as a fighter. So he always like do a TikTok saying, listen, I'm here at the McDonald's and Brackeners, send 10 of Almaty's best fighters, I'll fuck them all up, and then after that we're going to Almaty Rugby Club for a job. And then he'll say shit like that, and then obviously gets everyone riled up. But, so he's working with what he has. But then the live, like him having a domestic abuse thing with his girlfriend, where he's at his girlfriend's mom's house. She's obviously got the gates locked, and he's like fucking swearing at her, calling her mother all sorts of names.
Oh my God.
Like literally some next level shit. And
is this Dr. Phillips?
Yes.
Ah.
And then you'll see then, like, apparently, I don't know, like, I can't really remember whether he did get physically abusive with her some way or whatever, but then obviously calls all the biggest names under the sun, and then the next day then he has to do an apology video because he was obviously sponsored by some I think casino out that way or whatever, and or like gambling with, yeah, but the point being is, so, and I think he was like sponsored by Bio Plus or whatever, and all this sort of shit. So, but I promise you, and firstly, and all these people come from Blackman, so that's something you gotta go check. Dr. Phillips, go check Dr. not Blackman, sorry Blackman.
I'm not ready to know.
Yeah, middle name.
Dr. Phillips.
Dr. Phillips.
Okay.
And I promise you, just watch, like, the shit is mind blowing, but yet
this is gonna make my algorithm go all weird.
and then you're gonna meet like this chick Bianca that's on there.
But is it all like a facade? Is it just
I
like
don't know.
we don't actually know if it's
I don't know. I think then it's
it
all
could just be in there.
and I think then
is it
but
Dr. Philip superstar?
I assume he would call himself that.
This oak.
That is him, the champ.
I'll go check this out.
Anthony likes to call himself the champ. The champion.
No.
So anyway,
No.
go check, as I said, and then this is like this the house of Middleburg. So I promise you, then you'll meet the chick called Bianca, and she was married to this guy called Dion, and Dion had an affair with some other chickie, and this is now and this chickie or forever at each other's throats, and then they be pals, and then they at each other's throats, and then they do these lives, and shit just goes south. And then, as I said, I mean, don't get me wrong, like people when you go through divorce and stuff, you spiral a little bit. Jesus, there's people like fucking putting it out there on social media, and it is like I promise you, I'm just looking at this shit. I mean,
It's obviously working.
it does. No,
They're getting
they,
the followers, they're getting the
no.
marks, the shares.
I don't know, but it's like a whole fucking community, the South African TikTok community is of these people, and,
No one has this.
and none of it is oozing with cloth.
No.
This is the problem. It's like, Jesus, if I'm an Australian or a American watching this, you're going, yes, it's those.
As an American watching, they'll just think it's Australian.
Oh, Lord, it's Gilbert.
Like that guy commented online when he was like, "Oh, these Australians have no brain."
Ah,
I was like, "I'm not from Australia, but
yeah. Well, who hasn't got the brain?
yeah."
Who hasn't knows all from his elbow? But yeah,
I don't want to say anything bad about Americans again. No, you guys need to learn your maths.
yeah. I just need to learn general knowledge as a whole, because I just feel like they only know what's going on in their own country.
That's exactly.
They have no clue. Like, I promise you, watch this where this guy does like these little quizzes, and he's like, name me 6 countries that start with.
Oh, there's ones where they like go around randomly and answer
Yeah.
questions as well.
Then they'll say something like, I don't know, like Paris. And he's like, that's not a country, buddy. It's a city.
Yeah,
Anyway,
right.
it's-
They really are all like they keep referring to Africa as a country, and I'm like,
no,
there's lots more here.
yeah.
Educate yourself.
Next question.
Do we have time for one more?
Yeah, let's go.
What do you think is a toxic trait about you, but everybody else seems to love?
Toxic trait about me that everyone else loves. Sure.
Weird one.
No, but that's a very good question, actually, because, well, I don't know if I had that toxic trait in him. Well, I know I don't. But I would say, like, I used to get quite smashed. And people always used to find me extremely entertaining. Yet it was never really a fluke for me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess that's.
And you?
No, this is such a difficult one. I don't know a toxic trait of mine.
I'll tell you what, I've got another one that's maybe more to a trait as such. I can take over a little bit when it comes to, because I'm quite controlling and I like,
Toxic.
yeah. So like, it's a toxic trait in the sense that I want to do everything. Yeah, everyone loves it because they don't have to stress about it. Like, we're going on holiday, they don't want to. Lucian's got
Yeah, I was gonna say like my clean freakness or whatever.
Yeah.
Even my friends know, like if I'm by them, I'm gonna clean their fucking kitchen. This is straight.
So yeah, and where it's actually, but because sometimes I take over and not everyone likes it. Everyone's like, hell, well, not everyone, but most people just love it. They're like, fuck.
I think well that's it, because you just end up doing everything and then they can actually sit back, which sometimes is nice. But if you had to live, okay, let's do this one last one.
Yes.
If you had to live inside a TV show,
Which one could be off the bat? I wanna say Beverly Hills 90210. No.
I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, I just thought there was a lot of good-looking ladies on that show. So that's maybe where that's coming. But then maybe I'd have to go 2.5 Men.
2.5 Men. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a goodie.
I think
I was also gonna go like Friends, Modern Family vibes.
yes.
Like I think that would be kind of fun. Maybe
Modern
Modern Family.
Family. I was gonna say Modern Family. I think it's be quite left out because I think it's like there's a good dynamic there.
That would be.
Although I haven't really watched. I've only watched like Bits and bobs.
My gosh, it's so good.
Is it?
It's so good.
I just, as I said, I've seen like bits of it.
So with their episodes, it's not like Friends or any of those. So they always bring their storyline in after. So it will start somehow, and then towards the end of the episode, it brings everything all together, which just makes it so much more like epic funny.
Okay.
So it is a sitcom that you don't have to watch every episode.
Yeah,
when you're watching an episode, you should be a little bit focused on it. It's not one of those things where like you can just clean the house. It's because they're gonna bring the joke back. They're gonna bring the joke back properly in that end of the episode as well. Like how to explain it, and there's probably words for it in the actual industry of how the comedy works. Yeah. But yeah, so I've noticed it's just something you was focused on because they go through every family and all the interviews, and it tends to tie the joke together at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's something you got to be a little bit more focused on when watching, but it's so worth.
I think I might actually give it a go, though. We're busy watching Ozark.
Okay.
And then after Ozark, somebody wants us to watch Queen of the Damned.
Okay.
No, Queen of the South. Queen of the South.
Queen of the South. Okay, I don't know that one.
It's about a little drug one.
Oh, okay. Oh, that sounds pretty good. I'm going to try and watch Only Murders in the Building.
Okay.
Apparently that's pretty good.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to try.
What platform is that?
Prime?
Okay.
Prime or Disney, one of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Murders in the Building.
Only Murders in the Building.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Nice.
It lands on...
In that building, lots of murders.
Yeah. So the premise is that in the hotel building, a murder happens or a death happens, and then it's 3 people, 2 older guys and a younger girl who's played by Selena Gomez. They end up starting a podcast trying to figure out how did the murder happen.
Okay.
And I assume as the episodes progress, they actually get pretty good at solving these issues and like finding out stuff. And eventually they get so into it that they start like investigating and then like, putting it on their podcast and stuff.
Okay.
So that's apparently what it's about.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
maybe we should start trying to solve some murder mysteries. That'd be quite interesting. I've always wanted to be a detective.
Really?
Yeah. I just don't know how to, because I always love crimes. Like I watch all the crime
Really?
things. Yeah.
God, I must say that's something I do not touch. You know how there's always like memes online, like, oh, woman in this crime series, and my friends do love it. I couldn't care about it. I could not care.
I just always just boggles my mind. Like, firstly, the kind of shit people will get out there, and secondly, others think they're gonna get away with it.
I know, it's crazy.
It's
I
like,
saw a meme the other day. It said the reason women fall in love with serial killers is because they actually put a plan in place, they execute a plan, and they clean up afterwards.
yeah, that's actually very true. So the funny thing is, I don't know if you've ever watched Dexter.
Mm-mm. I've heard of it.
Anyway, once again, so we started watching it, and I'm quite a big Dexter fan. And Nicola watches it, and it's like, we and Dexter are very similar, like our personalities and stuff. So, I always say to her,
I feel like for how logical and meticulous you are, you could probably be that.
I'd be a Grace.
But then I think sometimes sometimes you gotta know when it was like passion. So like sometimes I need a little bit of a nice touch. Though I think men are generally better at it.
Yeah, there's been more men serial killers than women.
And maybe it's because I think that you have to apply logic.
Yeah, and then also, women, 9 out of 10 kill more on emotion.
Oh yeah.
Where serial killer, there isn't really much emotion.
In fact, I'm sure if you look up women serial killers, it was mainly all driven by emotion.
Probably.
Whereas men's was probably driven by like power, chop.
And seen a lot of the time, yeah. But yeah, no, that's what I said. I think I'm a great serial killer because I'm very meticulous and
I think you would be a great serial killer, but I think you would also be a great detective.
Yes, we are, but that's why I say, for instance, I like that sort of stuff because I just love just seeing these things like the American murder, where the guy murders his wife and kills his kids and all that. It's just
wild.
It's just crazy that people.
I don't want to watch that shit.
Would do shit, and then he stuffs his daughters down a silo or something, and then he goes on
What? I know which one you're talking about now.
And
Not the
then,
famous one.
yeah, then he makes then he's goes home and he's like, please.
Help me find her.
Yeah.
What is this? What are you talking about? I'm sure I've watched
That's
this.
all the American murder.
Someone was obviously
Chris
watching it.
Weiss.
Yes, Chris Weiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like all over TikTok and stuff at
Yeah.
one stage.
And on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just, as I said, he is just crazy. Like what?
Mm.
And then it was because he was having an affair, and you're like, Jesus, but
Why kill your kids?
it's yeah. So anyway,
Anyways,
and bombshell.
don't go kill anyone.
Please don't.
We do not encourage this.
Exactly. And yeah, as I said, on that bombshell, have a good week.
Yeah. See you next week.
Keep it glossy.
Action.
There we go.